100 shirts for only $395. 20 shirts for only $100.
Greenleaf Printing and Designs has stupendous signage, printed and embroidered apparel, and promotional products for you. They're at 5526 Burkhart Road in Dayton and on the web at greenleafprinting.com.
Sinclair, 0. Dayton Informer, 1. Now, I must...
Or not just Dayton Informer, but student journalists.
Yes.
1.
Sinclair, 0. The right of students to perform journalism on the campus of Sinclair College. 1.
There.
Yes. After a protracted back and forth in a group out of New York called FIRE, they learned about my case at Sinclair, and they kind of came to my aid. They didn't kind of come to my aid, they did.
They did, totally.
They addressed Sinclair in a letter, which you'll see down below in the link. We've got the full PDFs to all the letters back and forth. And a few weeks later, Sinclair responded. In the last paragraph of their response, they essentially admitted that I had the right to do what I was doing. Mm-hmm. However, they stated... they really just made up a couple of things in the letter. In the first paragraph of the letter, one of the points of dispute was my identity.
Right.
Well, the police at Sinclair, they asked me what I was doing. I said I was filming A Man on the Street, segment for DaytonInformer.com. Mm-hmm. They asked me my identity. I said my name is David Sparks. And then they just asked me to leave. Said I had to call the business office and register. Well, the lawyer for Sinclair stated in her letter completely erroneously, I don't know if she just made it up and thought, well, let's make a fact up here, that I specifically told Sinclair police that I was not a student, and that is patently false and fabricated. So I don't know if we can say Lauren Ross is a liar, but looks like somebody made up a big whopper. Sinclair also claimed that the director of public relations, Adam Merka, had no intention of stopping me or requiring me to check in with him, only that he was asking that I check in with him as regular journalists would, in order to assist me with any resources I would need for my story. Oh. Of course, if I needed resources for a story that I would call the PR department and say, hey, I'm doing a story on robotics and manufacturing. Can you help me out with this? But for something like that, obviously, I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
And I don't need to call the director of PR to ask man on the street questions like, what do you think about whatever event of the day or week is really in the news. Yeah. And so their contention that he did not make me, or that he did not request that I call him in order to notify the police is completely false. Mm-hmm. He did ask me to call him for the reason of notifying the police. And I just, the whole thing, I really kind of like the integrity of Sinclair as an institution really has been brought into question.
But is it a shock, though? Because look at the time that we live in, okay? Where...
yeah, they're also being sued for something like that.
But we can't watch anybody, we can't question, or else we're haters. Secrecy, it's all about secrecy, and it's at corporation, it's at government, it's at public institutions.
Yes.
That is the time that we live in, and there's a paranoia of people, and it's like it makes you think that they're doing something bad because they don't want anybody to see.
Sure. They're so reactionary.
But it's not a surprise coming out of a college because, look, they're trying to make money and do what they want to do just like everybody else is trying to do what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Without any interference, without any poking noses in to see what they're doing.
Sure. So
that's just another one.
Yeah, but another one that bites the dust because in Dayton we now have confirmed that you can practice journalism on the campus of Sinclair Community College.
Their qualification is if you are a student, though.
If you are a student, that's what I was getting to.
Okay.
You can also practice journalism. You do have to check in like other people who are from off campus. Unfortunately, that day they didn't differentiate me from a student.
Right.
They didn't ask me if I was a student. They just asked me for my identity, and I said my name is David Sparks. It didn't say in the student manual, of course, which I was read up on before I went out there, that I had to notify them of my identity by any other way than just said to identify yourself. And so I was following all the rules. They came down on me for a completely innocent act that was not going to hurt anybody. I was not requiring anyone to answer my questions. And, you know, go freedom. Thank you for watching. We're out of here.